AmyLeeAL. Hey, what do you gotta say? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's me, OldYellar. Just stopping in to say hi to everybody. I don't understand how to use this webcam yet. I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. I'm very grateful for everyone. You know, I started this channel 6 months ago. When I started it on the Jaguar Wright stuff. Okay, I started on this stuff. It's very upsetting to watch. It's very upsetting to watch. I'm still bothered as shit. Obviously, I'm really annoyed with all of it. I let it go for a little bit. I was doing videos on Jaguar Wright. She had about 40 black platforms up in arms. Everybody's upset, real upset. She's calling children's services on people. She's calling other people child solicitors. And I thought it was really fucked up. It is. It is. Actually, I'm shaking every time I think about it. I get mad because I was talking about it. And I think I had like 13, 14 videos out. And I was saying shit like, it's weird. She's got all these cash apps, and who the fuck's going to get taxed for this stuff? Or I said stuff like, take her to court for $1. Tie her up in legislation. Just not legislation. Legalities and shit, take her for $1, I've been on Social Security disability since probably I was 37, 36. I'm bipolar, okay? I've got manic depression and all that shit. I've been touched by a family member, a grandpa, okay? I was homeless. I was physically, sexually attacked by quite a few people. In a gang situation as well as singular situation, it's always people I know. It's always friends. It's always people I trust. Always, 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 always. And that's what makes it so hard. So about 4 years ago or so, I know Jaguar got on this shit, but I didn't understand YouTube because I'm an old bitch and I'm 51 and I don't really pay attention to this shit. And like I said, I've been struggling, like truly, truly struggling. And I'm still struggling. I got a letter from Social Security and I'm audited. All of a sudden I'm audited. How the fuck that happened? That's weird. It's fucking weird. Never had that happen before. I bet nobody has ever been called on children's services before either. I bet nobody was called saying that nobody else told them that they were touching their own children either. When I was telling my family about this, they're like, she doesn't know who you are. Nobody know who you are, blah, 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 blah. Listen, this is the internet. All I need is one view. Once I get that one view of that person who's pissed at me, it takes one person to fuck up my life. One person. I'm watching this shit every day. I see BJ investigates it, sweetheart. She's getting sued by some psychopath that won't leave her alone. And now because she's discussing things, she's tied in with Nancy Grace, pulls some bullshit on her. That poor girl's got to go live and say, sweet Jesus, if you guys fuck with me, I'm going to put everybody in the law. Everybody's going down. I see Maggie, the Black Owl, coming on here crying, saying Donat's telling her she's not black. Listen, he didn't say that. The thing about Donat is he is a very traumatized individual, in my opinion. In my opinion. When I started, Donat sent me some deets on how to be a better YouTuber, okay? He's a good guy. He is saying it's a dozen shit that you weren't getting the dozens thing. I don't think it is a dozens thing, in my opinion. That has nothing to do with it. And from what I understand, Lionel B doubled down on that dozens thing. In my opinion, it wasn't that. Not that. But I understand what they mean with that. I put a video on my channel about it. About what it means, where it come from. I've also been putting things on my channel about everything, where it come from, where things come from, Like, I feel like I said like again. I feel people aren't getting educated on this shit. We're people are getting upset. I'm upset. We're all getting upset. Damn it, what's with my hair for real though? Like, girl. Okay. So I'm upset. I'm sitting here upset every day. Watching this, it's upsetting. I know what Jaguar Wright's doing. A lot of us do. And then she goes on people like Sean Atwood. Okay, Sean Atwood has too much credit in my opinion. Sean Atwood's platform is bullshit. It's crap. It's garbage. He is he was deported from the United States, okay? He sold so much ecstasy, they fucking deported him. He was working on Wall Street or some shit like that. I can't imagine he was honest in that. And then he goes and has to go to prison. I mean, do you know how much drugs you got to go to prison for that amount of time? I think he was there like, I want to say 7 to 9 years. I'm not sure. Now he's wrote some books. The books are good. He's got a platform. He's got Ron on there. He's got psychics on there. He's got all this fucking shit. It's trash. It's trash. Okay. Then you got Popcorn Planet. They pull Jaguar right on there too. That's a whole different demographic. She has not been on the white circuit, so to speak. She's been more on black platforms. And she really thinks she's running that shit. And you know what? She is at this point because you're letting her. We're all letting her. I put her name in my shit too. That's how my channel itself got popped off because I knew I listened to her. She said, this is how to work the algorithm. I'm paying attention, sweetheart. I am paying attention. I took all my videos off because I got audited. I have made $15 in 6 months. I mean, $15. $15. I'm not one of those clicks and views bitches. You understand me? And if you don't think that fucking with my Social Security is going to be a problem, it will. It will. It will. It will. And we'll talk. Oh, we'll talk. So in the meantime, we got Blackout crying. We got Jalal upset. We got Lionel B upset. We got AT2 upset. We've got Sherelle's World, all these fucking people all again. Danny Robertson, everybody's upset again because Jaguar Wright wants to go around saying a bunch of bullshit every fucking place she goes. And the point is, we're all worried about this fat fuck Diddy and Jay-Z or whatever. We want to find people who are hurting other people, okay? I don't give one fuck about Jaguar Wright. Honestly, I'm sick of her shit. I've been sick of it, man. And you called Social Security on me, and I know you did. I know you did, because I've never had that happen in my life yet. And I've been on it almost 20 years. There's a reason I'm on it, sweetheart. It's hard to get on disability. It's hard. I kicked off my channel talking about how I believed her. But I saw this creator named Kulu running through the streets. He's like, I'm going to find this bitch. Ooh. Now, I've been homeless, okay? I've lived in the streets of Cleveland, Ohio. That's in the United States of America. And it is not an easy place to live. It's nothing I can't handle, but it's not easy. So I've seen a lot of shit. And when I see Jaguar Wright, I see some ghetto bullshit games that I cannot believe. She will fuck up this whole platform, people. What are we doing? What are we doing? God damn. Like, the fact that she would call on people and do this stuff and say this stuff and then say she didn't say it and then say it's from AI and all this stuff. And then you got me looking all crazy again. I don't mind you saying it. I'm crazy, bitch. I'm fucking crazy. You met your match. You met your goddamn match because I'm fucking pissed I've had it with this fucking shit. I see all these victims. As somebody who's been victimized, I know that when you're victimized, you get victimized. All the goddamn time you'll be victimized. And when somebody comes along like her, who is saying she's an advocate, and somebody comes up like, woo, 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 and they want to, They want to have her help them maybe or something. I don't know why, because the bitch can't help herself. Okay, she wears a diaper all day long. I don't know what she's doing. I watch Catwood, and I watch her go off in, whatever the hell she's doing. She was so damn high. She was so fucking high. The bitch can't even keep her eyes open on the stream. And then she'll make a comment like, she'll say some shit like, well, I make everybody money, right? That's her way of saying, watch your fucking mouth. Then she'll say something about, well, I got to make the views because, my tip, insinuating that they are paying her on those clicks and views. Then I watch her on Sean. First of all, she docks Sean Davy Ways. Everybody knows Jaguar Wright records every fucking phone call she's ever been on. Okay? So now I'm listening. I hear Storm Monroe bust out a taped conversation with Jaguar Wright and Sean Davy Ways. Here's the thing about Sean. He fucking knew that shit. He knew that. He's not stupid. He didn't say anything incriminating. But what you did do is you showed yourself, and I think that was Storm's point. He's like, look at this. So now you got people devoting their whole fucking day, to saying, look at all this stuff she did. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Because why? Because she's on some fucking white platform? Who gives a fuck? Who fucking cares? Some white platform? Who cares? So what? She gets a whole nother group of dumbasses. In about 3 months, they'll figure it out too. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? She's a liar. She'll hang herself. Who cares? In the meantime, I'm trying to fucking chill, bitch. I'm watching this shit and I'm like, wow. I'm watching that the black owl girl crying her eyes out because Denot's mean and AT2's mean and Sherelle's husband's mean and all this shit. No. The reason why everybody's frustrated, sweetheart, is because you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? And one thing about Black Americans, if you're going to hear about it, and they bring up something like the Dozens, which is based on slavery in the United States, where people were so badly beaten by slave owners that they had no whole concept to themselves. So you'd have to take a dozen beaten, hurt, attacked people to make one person. And that's where those yo mama jokes come from and all that jazz. And that's where that fucking shit came from. And if they're not wanting to say, hey, we were doing that, you should just go with it. Just go with it. The fact that Black Owl was even on that or whatever, that's fine, whatever. But the thing is, as a YouTube creator, we got one fucking first thing, integrity. You got to have integrity. You got to be honest. You're talking to the entire fucking world. You got the whole world listening to you. Now, the whole reason why we're even paying attention is because that fat ass Diddy sitting up there being scandalous all day long. Now, people like me, people like Black Owl, people like Patrice, people like all these people were all upset because we've all had these terrible, terrible things happen to us. And then we'll see somebody get up there and we'll be like, yeah, go on, la la. And then they turn it around and they're doing the same shit. And they're acting like they're not doing it, but they're doing it. Here's the thing. It was June this year, 2024. Kulu had just chased Jag through the streets. She wasn't there. She was already in like some hotel, some bullshit. She ended up going into a police station, talking some stupid shit. I'm going to sue everybody in here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. She gets arrested because she had a warrant out for arrest. Why? Because King Payne World. Sorry, there's two similar names. There's like 3 names like that. He fundraised for her. He got her a moving van for her mom and all this crap. She kept the van. So she kept the moving truck. So she had something out for her. Cooler's running through the streets because she's fucking with his family. She started saying terrible things about his family. He's like, I'm going to get you. Then he was like, I'm going to also turn you in. So I'm going to turn you in too. There was somebody else that turned her in that day too. I can't remember her name all of a sudden. But she might have been in law enforcement, and that's why she couldn't get that 2,500. So a couple days later, there's a young man, and he has his own channel. He's black. His name's Stupid G TV. Stupid G underscore TV. He was doing good. He was having some interviews. He was doing good. He wanted her on, and he made a deal with her, and it was something about, give me $300 and I'll see you, and we'll do this. So he does that, and then she says, price guns up. It's gone up. It's gone up. It's not $300. So send me 300 more. She never did shit for him. He sent her $600. $600. I think it was $600. So now that was in. Now I did have I still have all the videos that I did on this stuff. I took them all down for my own fucking health. Honestly, when I couldn't fuck with it anymore. I honestly couldn't. Right now I'm back in a really bad position in my life. I don't have the options or the ability to do the things I was doing with my channel, so I'm stuck in a space where I can only do little things. I can't do the stuff I want to do right now because I don't have privacy. Right now I'm doing this because I got 2 minutes. I got the house to myself for a second. It's not easy. So on my channel, I've had things like Allie Carter, Andrea English, stuff from Lionel B's show. What is it? Tessa. I always put them in. If I do a short, I put whoever I, took it from, because, we all do that on YouTube. I do make up my own stuff, but when it comes to these shorts, I feel like that's more of a blip moment, and I'm not monetized. And I think I'm promoting them too, so it's nice. It makes them happy, I hope. And when the thing with Lionel B, actually, I had emailed Lionel B and told him what I was doing, so I didn't go behind his back. I usually tell people, unless they're just so big or whatever, but I usually tell people that, hey, I took a little bit of this or whatever. So I've been doing little small videos through AI and editing. I did one on cyanide so that you understand what Diddy did with the cyanides. Supposedly, allegedly did with the cyanide. Because it causes pneumonia. So I've got that down here. I got the Mandela effect, which is meaning that we all remember things differently. For example, Fruit of the Loom. Fruit of the Loom. Did the Fruit of the Loom sign come with the cornucopia on it? I remember the cornucopia. I remember it so well. No, it did not. Okay, so stuff like that. Flintstones, stuff like that. Mandela effect. So when I see stuff like this, it all ties in together. Sampuco Eyes, Room 101. I did a thing on Eyes Wide Shut, Jay-Z and Diddy's friendship, Harvey Pierre, Anthony Gallo. These people, you could be victimized by anybody. To me, in my opinion, Diddy never grew out of that ghetto mentality. You'll have other people that were true gangbangers. Ice-T, for example. He doesn't act like that. He's out. He could. He doesn't. Shit, Snoop Loop's kicking in with fucking Martha Stewart. Never thought I'd see that. So, I just thought I'd pop on. I was hoping somebody'd hop in this chat. Anybody. Because I want to know what the fuck everybody's doing about this, how you're feeling about this. When I heard her do that, when I heard that phone conversation on Storm and Rose channel of Jaguar talking to Sean, Davy Ways, about taking over the algorithm, and then when Andrea brought on Lamisha, and it just got real muddied. And then dragged those two. It caught me again. It caught me again. And now, when I saw Black Owl crying, telling to not to go to Africa. Okay, now, come on. Come on. There is colorism in the United States with the Black communities. There is. She is light-skinned. I could kind of see that aspect, but she's Haitian. She's not United States Black American. So it's very different. It's a different culture. It's a different way of thinking. It's very different, sweetheart. And I'm talking to you, Black Owl. I'm letting you know that AT2 and the people that you spoke with really care about you. It doesn't seem like they're trying to really get you. This sector of YouTube is sharp. They got sharp tongues. They're going to get you. You can't go on there and have people try to explain to you the history of what's been going on, and you say, I don't care. I don't care. Because then when you do that, now it's on. Because we care. And we've been caring. And then you come on and decide to say, you're all upsetting me. You're affecting my PTSD. I feel like a child again. That's what happens. That's what this is. In a way, it's therapy for me. I look at this like a sociological art project in my life. Since I'm bipolar, since I've been in situations where I've gotten into like huge fights and gang rapings and all that crap, I'm not okay to go out in society. I'm just not. So I'll sit back and I'll watch everything. I don't just watch Black platforms. I watch all of them. I watch everything. I watch travel shit. I watch stuff about mystical stuff. I watch stuff about history and ships and World War II and, all kinds of stuff. So that is one of the reasons why I liked Jaguar when I first started watching her, because not only was she talking about stuff that I could relate to, about being homeless, running a house, this and that. I get that. I've done those things. And then she'd bust out some knowledge like, she said something like, well, people are always trying to clean up messes. That's why they made the cars. Because the horses were leaving messes. And they were leaving messes all over the place. And that's why they created the automobile. Not realizing that the automobile's mess would be huger than any mess a horse could ever make. When she said that, I was like, I like her. And then she said something about Jay-Z and a box cutter. I think she showed something too. And I thought, yeah, I get that. I myself have been attacked many, many times. You get to a point where you're like, yeah, whatever. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. It's true. You just don't fucking care anymore. I mean, you do, but you don't. You do, but you don't. As far as her going on white people's platforms, when I started this shit, I said, hey, white people. What the fuck's going on over here? She's black people are going crazy. And I was like, why is everybody going crazy? It upsets me because being that I was one of the white people in an all-black shelter, I've always experienced a lot of racism, and I've tried like hell to combat that shit. I got a video on my own channel right now. I struggle with racism because it's true, and we all struggle with racism. Real little racist. Of course we're fucking racist. Everybody's a little racist. You see shit, stuff happens for a reason. When you hear certain things and then you see it, it's like, okay. But me, I was raised upper middle class. It just so happened that there weren't any black kids in my school at all. I went to two different schools. One school was like country folk, and the other school was basically preppy, real preppy. So I I'm on different spectrums of the white people too. So I'm kind of a hillbilly, but I could also, I could prep it up. And then I was homeless and thrown into a completely different group of people. And you learn fast. You learn fast. And then I'll watch Atwood now. And the only reason why I watched Atwood at all is because BJ Investigates said that he was good. I think you misspoke on that one, BJ. I really do. But I don't think she meant anything but a shout out to say, go get him. I think BJ, like me, I think I'm going to speak for myself. I support everybody else. I'm not jealous of anybody, and I don't consider anybody competition. Obviously, I'm a new channel, but not only that, but it's a fucking big world. Okay, there's lots of different reasons. There's lots of different people to watch what you have. There's no way I consider anybody ever competition, but YouTube is very competitive. And if there's a subject out there, like BJ was going over the papers because she went to law school, she made a comment saying her opinion, and about 10 other platforms took that opinion and as fact. Now she's in the jackpot. She's got somebody like Nancy Grace, who is not Nancy Grace anymore. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that dumbass is, because all she ever does is make it about herself, talk about her kids, talk about her fiance that died. She is a robot. She's makes me sad to watch her, so I stopped watching her. And BJ just about started crying because Nancy Grace is talking shit on BJ. And they're like cut from the same cloth, okay? I'm watching Denight yesterday, shows up. He's got a whole different channel because it's called Real Shit. He started that about, I'd say, like 5 months ago. Because of all the Jaguar stuff again, he has started another channel. Then again, with Denight, once again, he says stuff like Sean Davy Ways will say stuff. They all say stuff that is polarizing people, alienates people, and they do mention being black a lot, but then they'll put down white people for liking black stuff. They'll put down black women for talking on anything. And then they'll be like, I'm not racist. I'm not this. I'm not. And they're not. That's truly their way. Okay. That is their way. And the most important thing in warfare, people, is empathy. In life, empathy. And all this shit, empathy. And unless you could take somebody's life and look at it and put yourself in it and say, oh, okay, that's why, then shut the fuck up. I don't get upset with Delon when he talks shit. I don't do that because I know that's Delon and he's a good man. Honest goodness, he really is. He's a good man. Like I said, he sent me some stuff to try to help my channel. He's a nice guy. Now, on the other hand, if he's not going to call me up on his platform, I'm white. I know who I'm dealing with. Okay. So it's not like, I think I heard him say one day, he said something like, he was bitching out all the black chicks in his chat, telling them that they're stupid because he wants to discuss Trump to get white people to come watch his channel. That's not smart. He had already made the other channel. I went to check out that channel. Same shit. So I'm out of both channels. I don't give a shit. I'll still watch here and there, but I'm not going to subscribe. They're not subscribed to me. Well, anyway, if I like you, I'll subscribe. Whether you subscribe to me or not, I'll subscribe to you. If I watch a show or I use somebody's shit, I'll subscribe. I might not subscribe on this channel, but I've got 9 channels. So since I've started this, I've started 9 channels. I've got a cooking channel. I've got a lava lamp channel behind me. It's called Lava Lamp 1973. I've got one called Jive Talk, and I don't know what I want to do with that yet. It's pretty set up. I've got one called In the Chat, where I think it's interesting that people say some really crappy shit in chats. They say really crazy shit in chats, but then you'll get somebody who knows what they're talking about in that chat. and they're going to drop some deets that you're like, holy shit, I did not know that. So that is very interesting. When I was watching, who's this young man? Jag just started some shit with some guy from TikTok. Doggone it, Atlas. I think his name's Atlas. Illuminating Atlas. Is that it? Anyway, she said something about his family. So now he's on it. He's pissed. And he's looking up everything for her. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. You got people arguing about who's the blackest. You got people saying bad thing about your own cultures. And like I said before, I don't see this other than in maybe like a gaming communities. Gaming communities will fight like that. Right now, everybody's united after Jag, which is nice to see. However, the fact that it's happening is disturbing because they're all upset. Now, they're upset. That's another 30 platforms upset. Danny Robinson will do it flipping 7 hours straight. 7 hours straight. Just bitching about Jaguar Wright. You know what kind of energy that takes out of your life? You got Patrice showing up on Black Owl, and she couldn't get a fucking word in because Jaguar wrong. Could shut up and stop. My God. Jaguar, you're not a chef. You're not a chef. I'm a chef. I went to culinary school. I have a degree. I'm a chef. Also, part of being a chef is probably working in the business. So don't say you're a chef. That's one solid fucking lie right there. I promise you didn't go to school and become a chef. I'll bet that full diaper you're wearing right now that you did not go to school and become a chef. Okay? Stop saying you're a chef. It's stupid. I might as well say I'm a singer. I'll just say I'm a singer because I like singing in the radio. I like singing in the car. I'm a singer. What are you doing? Jay-Z took a box cutter to you? No, it's AI? What are you talking about? You go on Birdman's channel? Talking all that shit? You don't think people remember that? You think we only remember the blue couch? And I'm not saying those jive-ass bitches' names because I don't agree with anything they did. And they, along with you, are part of the problem. And it's a real bummer for me to see all this shit. It saddens me. And of course, you know, we're all triggered by this crap. All these people that are upset for the most part, have had bad things happen to them. And then you got people who are real, true, pure, good-hearted people like Mims, make sense. And you'll see him be like, oh, you know, I'll get you some help or this and that. And then she fucks with him. Why would you do that? Why would you ever do that? Mims is one of those guys that he's just honest. He's pure. He likes to look stuff up. He likes to not make an opinion. He likes to make that known. Everybody can speak. When Black Owl went on AT2, she kept talking about debate. Honey, you can't debate if you don't got the knowledge. You cannot debate if you don't have history knowledge of what you're debating about. Otherwise, it's an emotional debate and it makes no sense. And that's called an argument. That's not a debate. Debates have facts. Okay? Facts. And the fact is, Jaguar Wright's full of shit. That's fact. Now, another fact is something did happen to that girl. Okay? Something happened to her. But that doesn't give her carte blanche to go fucking through the whole world and trash people. Not just Jay-Z. It's just regular fucking people like me. The fact that somebody called up disability on me. You don't know what you just did. It's personal. It's personal. It's personal. It's a fucking problem. It's a problem. Now I'm being audited. Think about me. I don't really care. Okay? I'll get on a bus, honey. I'll walk. I'll ride a bicycle. I'll come find you. Talk. We're going to have real good talk. Show you what it's all about. Because when you got people like me who have truly, truly fucking had problems, and then you go on and blow people out who are there to help them, like Mims, and you try to make them try. The key word here is try to make them look foolish. That's your problem. That's your problem. Now you're taking your problem and you're going all around the world, and you're spreading that bullshit lies. That's what you're doing. You're spreading bullshit cash money fucking lies. Calling Social Security on me, bitch. You got your fucking life wrecked up. I can't even fucking get over it, man. So I'm sitting back. I'm sitting back too, honey. And I'm screenshotting shit. And I'm recording things. And I'm paying attention. And the other day in a chat, somebody actually put your address up. And your previous one. Yeah. I got it. As far as Sean Atwood goes, bitch, stop acting like she's an oracle, okay? You sound stupid. You look stupid, and you sound stupid. You got black people calling you a skin dead, if you know what I'm saying, which is really ignorant as shit. First of all, it's racist. And not everybody is a skin dead, if you know what I'm saying. That's white and is a shaved head. Some people are actually bald. White people go bald. Doesn't mean they're in a hate crime unit. Then you got dumbasses like Popcorn Planet bringing that crazy bitch up. Way to go. Way to go. PC Planet, you've done it again. If you don't think that when she says shit like, I heard what they say about you, but I don't pay attention. She said it a few times. That's a threat. That is a threat. That's her saying she's got something on you, man. And you're too stupid to care because you're getting clicks and views. As far as clicks and views goes, mission accomplished. Good job. Good job. Hope that money helps you out when everybody hates your fucking guts. And you're completely left to deal with people who believe stuff like what she's saying. And you're going to be real bummed out. It's not a smart crowd. You're going to be real bummed out, Popcorn Planet. Atwood, if you don't think that about 40 black platforms couldn't have figured out the fucking shit yet, and you could have Jaguar right on it and get all the answers, you're tripping balls, son. That ecstasy gone up and burn your brain. You're dumb. You're dumb. I don't know about being a skin, you know what, but I'll tell you this, you're dumb. In my opinion, you're dumb. There's a lot going on in this world. Someone just got burned taking a nap on the subway. Caught on fire with a lighter. I don't know how. What was that bitch rolling? You know how hard it is to catch somebody on fire, let alone with a lighter? I can't even imagine. Another school shooting. You know, we got drones in the sky. Which, by the way, you got me looking all. Well, I got me looking all crazy. I'll admit it, I look crazy. Listen. And then we got the drones. I did a video on, I think it's called Argatha. It's a world inside our world. They're saying that the drones are coming from the ocean. Look at my bird here. They're saying the drones are coming from the ocean. So it's kind of a neat story with that, like saying that there's a world inside our world and that they would come out of the ocean. So it's kind of neat. There's a lot going on, man. I hate watching people like AT2 get upset because, even though a lot of people call him names and whatever, he's very similar to me with Mims. They're both kind of, like logical about stuff, and they'll bring you on their platform and they'll talk to you. And he was one of the people that was really, really, really nice to me when I started. And I'll never forget that. He was very nice to me, and he brought me up, and my sound wasn't working, and he thought I was deaf. But that's all I'm going to say about this shit. I'm going to get back to doing my normal stuff. I have to. I can't submerge myself in this and watch people lose integrity, say things they don't want to say, do things they don't want to do. I did it myself just now. We're all talking crazy. We're all making threats. We're all going bananas. I just did it myself. The point is that this is what's happening. You know, if this keeps happening, this platform is not going to be the platform we love. It's not going to be like that. It's going to suck. Okay. They're going to make a bunch of different rules. They're going to change everything. We're not going to have a good time here anymore. We're not going to be able to do what we want to do. A lot of people do make good money on these things. I expect maybe in 2 or 3 years I'll make money. It takes time, but we need to have integrity in ourselves, for crying out loud. I know I might not have money. I don't have shit. I don't have a damn thing. But I have integrity and I tell the truth. That's more valuable to me than clicks, views, homes, cars, money. When I go to bed, I know I made good decisions. Not just based on myself, but based on others. We're in a world where everybody just takes, and nobody wants to give back, it seems. When you get somebody like Mims giving back, it's good. When you see somebody like BJ and she's doing her thing, it's good. Bunny, I love Down the Rabbit Hole News. I love that channel. And I watch her get upset lately. She got baby bunnies to take care of. She got baby bunny to take care of. I worry about people. I can't send anybody money myself, but I think of people. I'll put a little heart in their thing. It bums me out. I feel bad for Black Owl. I feel bad for her because she's truly on the wrong path with this situation. She has to find that out for herself, just like we all did. We all did. And I would, you dumbass. You get what you deserve, honey. At least maybe Maggie will wisen up, but I don't think Atwood will. And as far as Popcorn Planet, I think he's just going to dump her and act like that never happened. And if he's smart, he'll take every single Jaguar Wright video that he did with her off of his planet, off of the planet in general, but off of his platforms. All of them. The fact that he did Jaguar Wright stuff and then promoted a new promotion and made a big commercial is disturbing. That's not. If people are tuning in to find out what Diddy did or Jay-Z did or these people that we've watched almost our entire lives do, I don't want to watch your commercials. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I pay for no commercials. I pay for no commercials on YouTube. I have no money. I live on disability and I pay for no commercials. I don't want to see your commercial. I don't watch Steve-O anymore because he does too many commercials. I don't watch half of these guys. A lot of these guys I really like too. I don't watch them because they do their own commercials all the time. I'll be watching Sloan and I'll be like, yeah. And I'll get up and then all of a sudden I hear it. And if you want, Lost, it's like, come on, man, he's doing a commercial. You already got commercials in between. You're getting, money from the channel itself. You get money from the commercials that run in between. You get sent super chats and things like that. Why the fuck do you got to do your own commercial during this stuff? It's just selfish. I don't like it. I think it's selfish. But then again, I don't have things like that for a reason, right? So I guess I feel better now that I said all this crap. Why should it not even be taped or something? All right. So Danny Robertson, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. I hated Nitty. Hi, Nitty. It's nice to see you again, sweetheart. Black Owl, sweetheart, back out. Truly back out. And do not. He's never going to get ahead if he continuously alienates white people. There's no way. Because not everybody's like me. Not everybody's lived with people with that mentality. It's hard, man. It's hard to see that mentality on a national platform because I'm sure he's talented. He's got a good heart on him, but he won't succeed. He won't succeed because of what he's doing. He can't. Sean Davy Ways does the same stuff, but he's not trying to become an actor or anything, and he knows that. I watch his stuff, it bums me out. It bums me out. BJ has to threaten everybody. People are getting doxxed. Personal information. You're coming after my disability. Why? Because I have an opinion about you? I do. You have an opinion about everybody. People that are really good to Jaguar Wright, she takes it and she consumes it. And then she's going to shit in her diaper and smack it in your face. The hag is not a good person. Okay? You don't want to go bragging around about being a dominatrix and running crack houses and being in jail and talking about this, and that. And then still, I don't understand it. Just, it doesn't make... Aren't we trying to be better people? Are we trying to learn shit and grow and become a better person? It's one thing to say you've been through those things, and I have. I've been to jail. I've been to jail. Shit, yeah, I've been to jail. I got in fights all the time. I used to drink alcohol all the time. All the time. It's one way to handle this shit. It's not a good way. Anytime you do any kind of drugs like that, I smoke weed, but anything, you're dipping into formaldehyde or it rhymes with whack, you're not going to think straight. And to use mental illness and to say that the letters will get you out of jail, like PTSS or PTSD and bipolar, that's not cool. I'd also like you to know you can't be bipolar and schizophrenic. It's not possible. It's not a diagnosis. So just like 6 months ago, we're right back at it. Why? Why are we... Oh, common denominator? Yeah, Jaguar Wright. Here we are. Come on. Let's do better, man. Let's do better. If there's anybody who wants to tell their story on my platform, you're welcome to. I'll bring you up. I'll figure it out. I'll stream you, bring you in any way you want. Victimized people won't have clear stories. They won't. They might have the basics. I was here, maybe even, could be wrong. It was this day, it was that day, could be wrong. Everything could be wrong. Because when you're reliving whatever you lived through, your mind protects itself and it's going to add in little things here and there to kind of make it easier for you to be able to cope and do that. When I watch Ali Carter, she rings very true to me because she'll laugh. She'll be like, I can't do, like, I get that because I've been there. I'm there like that. I'm there like that. But when people take their stories and tear them apart, it's really upsetting because, you really, if you've ever had the shit kicked out of you, you can't really recount that exactly how it happened. And you can't really recuperate what happened afterward as much as you'd like to. There's things you could remember. I was watching who's this sweet little girl? Ava Baroni. I was watching Ava Baroni. Tesmosis, great channel. Look on his channel, Tesmosis. He has a lot of Ava Baroni stuff. And she said the most upsetting thing was that she looked over to somebody that she trusted and cared about, and they watched her getting attacked and played on their phone. She said nothing was more upsetting than that. And that's true. That's true. When you hear these little tidbits of something like that, you'll go, that's true. When someone comes out and they say, I've been attacked, I've been sexualized, I've been locked up, I've been abducted, things like that, and I've had all those things happen to me, they're going to make mistakes with their stories because they're not going to be able to really it bruises your mind physically, but it bruises your mind's pathways. So when you try to tell that story in a logical manner, it's not going to be logical because it's an emotional abuse, and it's mental abuse that follows, because then your whole entire family says, I'm not a therapist. Then everybody that you know says, go get help. And really, you just kind of want to be heard. It doesn't, I know I did. When all this shit happened after I was done being homeless and I got through 3 shelters and I was abducted already and I was, gang attacked and all this shit. When I would try to tell people, no one cared. No one wanted to hear it. It was like I was ruining their day. And I was like, that's really selfish. So that's awful. That's really selfish. And when you're already pretty much alone, because how'd you get there? How'd you get attacked? Because nobody was caring about you enough. And maybe everybody blows you up every time you see them because you don't act right. Here's the thing. I can't act right around people who told me things didn't happen that happened. And it's taken me a long time, long enough at least, in my opinion, to not react. For me, it helped me not drinking alcohol. For me, alcohol is poison. Once I realized I was so brainwashed with alcohol, commercials, songs, movies, my entire life, it's a complete fucking lie, just like a lot of things are a complete lie that we do because we're told to. Why? Do you even remember who told you to do that? Do you even know why you're doing something? You don't. So when you see these people self-sabotage themselves on a daily basis, it's because it's out of sheer frustration. You're alone. You're alone. Nobody wants to kick it with somebody traumatized. It's not fun, is it? Talking about terrible things that happen to you. The reason why it keeps coming up is because nobody will listen to you in the first place. So you're trying to tell your story about what happened to you, and people are saying, I'm not a therapist. People are tearing your story apart. People might be doing this and that. Once that starts to happen, now a story, I might, even saying story kind of irritates me. Now when I tell something that happened to me, and you're kind of shutting me down in that way, I'm not going to be cool, man. So it's taken me, I think it was, I think it's been like 6 years, 7 years, almost 7 years. And I'm just getting it. And then I'd go through periods where I wouldn't drink alcohol, but I always kind of felt like I was cheating myself by not drinking alcohol, which is crazy. And to kind of congratulate myself for not doing it, I'd have a drink because I was so brainwashed that that's a good thing. Even though I knew I couldn't take one sip and be normal, I can't drink alcohol. No, I can't. I can't drink alcohol. I can't take one sip. If I take one sip of alcohol, my whole demeanor changes, my voice changes, my eyes change, and I change. And I worked in alcohol my whole life. I'm a certified chef. I'm certified in wines and mixology. I worked in restaurants since I was 14 years old. I've worked in restaurants, and I'm 51. It's a tough crew. So when these victims come on and they're telling their story and people like to pick them apart, yeah, it's true. There's liars out there. There's a lot of people that just do want to make money and grift. That's true. It's true. I haven't done that myself. I need the money desperately. I got evicted last month, staying with my mom. I'm 51. My car broke down, so I have no car, and it just feels like it's never ending. And when I see somebody that I can relate with, like an Allie Carter or Eva Baroni, and even Jaguar Wright when it started, it's kind of like, all right, we're going to stick together. We're going to do this together. And then it turns out that people like Jaguar Wright will come along and take that pure goodness of wanting to help each other because no one will listen to us and flip it and do the same shit. And there's no difference between Diddy and Jaguar Wright. There's no difference. That's the same person. And that's why she knows him so well. Whether she actually fucking knows him or not. Whether she actually knows any of these people or not, you know? The whole reason why people touch kids is because they were touched as kids. This stuff is not, it doesn't just pop up. It's generational. It's economical. It's generational, mainly. For me, myself, I remember being a kid and still being real like, I can't do that, you know, like, because you were little, you know. And I do believe that once I was truly, I think the first time I was attacked, it was by 5 kids that I went to school with. They had seen a movie where guys climbed out of a window and attacked somebody, and they did it to me. They're all my best friends. I had to go on school bus with them. I still see them on Facebook. Now, I never told anybody about it. You know, I was homeless. My mom tells me I was never homeless. My mom will tell me that I do revisionist history. I was homeless because she didn't help me. I was homeless because I was alone. I was homeless because nobody wanted to hear it. You know, she told me I changed when my brother was born. I was 3. So I think I was around 5 or 3 with my grandpa and stuff too. So when people who you count on blow you off and treat you like a mental case, you truly become a mental case. But not having any support is what makes it so much harder. And I'm sure that I myself could have not been in this situation if one person actually truly gave a fuck. But I'm not going to say that I didn't alienate them, because I did. I promise you I didn't react correctly. There's no way I did. There's no way. You can't tell me that I wasn't homeless. You can't tell me that I wasn't attacked. You can't tell me I wasn't abducted. Yeah, if you ask me who abducted me, I'm going to say I don't know, because I don't. I was in a 5150 hold from another homeless shelter, and I got along with this guy, and he said, I'm leaving, and you want to come? And I said, yeah. And next thing you know, I can't leave. I'm abducted. You know, and he wouldn't let me out. The weird thing is he took me on a walk. He took me to a store. And the fear kept my mouth shut. I kept my mouth shut because I had already been, held in a basement by this point in 2 shelters. And I'm going to play it cool till I could get out. I wasn't there long, like 2 days before I could get out. When I got out and I called the cops, they said, "What do you want us to do about it?" So when I hear stories about the elite or this and that, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It makes sense. Oh God, I really wanted my my Love Lamp channel show. So I was in shelters, I was in a domestic shelter because a man that I was friends with had me come live with him because I didn't know where to go. And then seeing that I was vulnerable, decided to attack me. He couldn't really get in my pants because I'm strong. And I focused on holding them. And I focused like this, like one arm up, hold my pants. He's a big guy, probably 300 pounds, big guy. He's found out he's a drug dealer. I didn't know. I never believed it. I always heard it, didn't believe it. I didn't understand what was going on. Still at this stage, I still didn't understand what was going on. This was probably like 8 years ago. And I really had a different skew of the world. I didn't understand. I didn't understand. And even then, when I got out of that place and I went to a domestic shelter, I got kicked out of the domestic shelter because I smacked the manager on the ass and said, good one. And I got thrown out at 11 at night. So, even if you go through the right channels and you say, I was attacked or this and that, people don't really care. So when you tell a story and people are listening, you're like, okay, but then they take that story and they're going to use it against you or tell you it didn't happen because you mess up the facts or the little deets here and there, man. My mom will say shit to me like, you've got a good life. What? And I'm thinking, what the fuck are you basing that on? What are you are you basing that on your life? Is it your life you're basing that on? 'Cause it's not mine. We got different lives. So when somebody does that from their own like the fact that Jaguar Wright would take somebody's information and do that to them when you're both on that level of, oh my God, nobody will listen to me and people are saying I'm lying and oh my God, I just want to die. Like, why am I here? And I can't take another minute. You put your time to that person and then they turn around and stab you in the back. And then they not only stab you in the back, but then they do it on a national level. And then you got people trying to help people. You go stab them in the back. You got them upset. People from different countries. The Netherlands? Are you fucking serious? The Netherlands? Canada? Why? It all started with the Diddy Jay-Z stuff. Let's just stick to that. Because I don't like seeing people that I consider almost friends that I don't know from shit from China and they don't know me, but I'm watching their lives. Their lives. And I'm watching them talk and I'm watching them upset and I'm watching them cry and I'm watching this and I'm saying, shit, I'm sitting here doing the same damn thing. What are we all doing this for? What's really happening? Common denominator. We gotta focus on what we gotta focus on because if we focus on shit like Jaguar Wright, YouTube will change their policies and we're all gonna get fucked. We're all going to get it. We're all going to get it. We can't have YouTube change policies because we got someone like Jaguar Wright talking about manipulating and analog or whatever. It's just, it's too much. It's too much. This is supposed to be helping people. It's what it's supposed to be. Can we stick to that? Can we just stick to what it's supposed to be? That's what it's supposed to be. That's what we're talking about. If we're talking about people that were victimized, it's sexually attacked, kept, put in boxes, taken through tunnels, all that shit. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Shit, when I was in Cleveland, fuck, who's that guy? He had Amanda Berry. He had 3 or 4 girls in that house, and he was the bus driver. And he had them chained up, and he would have his band come and practice in the house. He had children. Everybody's looking for these girls. He's riding kids to school. It happens. It happens. I've worked at yacht clubs where I've seen the most disturbing shit. I've worked at biker bars. I've been homeless. So when I see these things, I could kind of look at it from a different perspective. Also, I have the mental illness, so that I have the mental illness kicker, so I'm kicking that up a notch with that. But truly, let's not make it racism. Try not to hurt each other in this, because I think we all want the same thing. Cut the cancer out, man. We gotta get rid of this bitch. I'm fucking over it. I know that if I do, my audit is ongoing right now, and I'm gonna have to go back to a doctor and start all this shit. I will not go on medication. It makes me crazy. It all causes more problems. The side effects cause more problems, and I've been on about probably 60 medications, and they don't work, and they cause usually I already have fibromyalgia and arthritis and shit and a bunch of skeletal problems from the beatings, so they cause nerve damage. So things like Cymbalta for depression causes nerve damage. Gabapentin for nerve damage causes nerve damage. Lithium, you got to get your blood checked, things like that. Lithium's mainly for schizophrenics instead of bipolar, but they put me on it. They put me on Abilify that made me have double vision. So now I have to go back to a doctor and explain again all this terrible shit that I've gone through, because someone's diaper is full and they don't like me discussing them, and they call up disability on me, acting like I make money, and I don't. I made $15. It's not helping me out of being homeless right now. It's not. So if I get kicked off of that, it's going to be a real problem. And I'm not saying that as a threat. It's truly a problem. It's truly a problem. So if anybody wants to discuss things that have actually happened to them, I'm not going to do that shit to you. I will listen to you. I can also edit it so that if you do say something that you regret, we could get that out. Okay? Now, I've been doing this for 6 months. I've got 9 channels. I dip in and dip out where I need to, because I'm a survivor. You're a survivor. You're going to get through this, and we'll help each other, okay? We're going to help each other. That goes for men too, because men get attacked just as much as women do. They do, okay? So I'm here for both men and women. If anybody wants to talk, if anybody needs anything, if anybody wants their things put on a national platform, I could do that for you. Let me know. I'll do it. I'll do it, and we'll do it right, okay? And I don't give a fuck about clicks and views, bitch, because I don't even have 2,000 people here, and I'm not monetized. I'm not. And we could say what we want to say and do what we want to do right now before they change these rules. God forbid. For real, they're going to change these rules. And we'll play music and have fun. We'll talk to each other and feel better, because that's what it's really about. That's what all of us really want. All these people discussing these things. Mims, BJ down the rabbit hole, AT2, Atwoods, even Atwoods and Popcorn Planet. I think we all just want the same thing, to fucking help people that are victimized and people that are treated badly. And we want to try to make a better life for each other and help each other and support each other, okay? My email's on my channel. Send me an email. We'll figure it out. Okay? Once I get monetized, I'm going to make it that I make a little area for the fam, all my subscribers. We're family, okay? So I'm going to make it that people also get help if they need financial help. Any money is good money for me. So if I even made $100, I'd be shitting my pants right now. So that's like 10% of my income. So I'm definitely going to make what I want to call like a honey pot or whatever, and make it so that, you get a flat tire. I'm sending you some bones. We get a lot of guys out of the military and stuff, and they've been not showering, using baby wipes for years, and they don't have shit. Someone in their family gets married. I'm sending you a suit. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to help each other. I'm not going to just take. I can't just take. I can't take. And I got to be able to educate us. And I mean us, because I forget everything because I got brain damage. I got brain damage, David. I got brain damage from all the crazy shit I've lived through. I've got brain damage from doing drugs and drinking alcohol, being crazy. And I've got brain damage. So I'm going to make sure that we can all help each other. If I can do that, man, that's all I really want to do, is help somebody truly. So God bless you. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Oh, and if I subscribe to you, it's because I like what you said. I could usually see some good in somebody's shit. If I saw it in Jaguar, Wright, you got to be beaming. So thank you so much. God bless you all, man. Thank you so fucking much, guys. Thank you, everybody. And we'll all get through this. And it's okay to be victimized, okay? It's okay to forget stuff. It's okay, because it's part of it. It's part of it. It's part of it. God bless you, sweethearts.